Haters talking, but I don't even hear them. Yeah, man. Maddie on the beat.
Yo guys, it's going on. Toby here, or TBJZL, bringing you another episode of Topical Tobes, I guess. Look, before I get into the topic, I just want to explain the gameplay a bit. This is basically Nuketown 2025 gameplay. I've been playing like the Nuketown maps 24/7 because it is double XP weekend, and the game starts off a bit slow. It's me sniping initially, and I don't think my score is the best. I can get a 2 KD overall, but I wanted to keep this game playing because if you watch my last commentary, I wanted to get feedback on you guys of how I was improving with the game, or if I wasn't improving at all. So yeah, feel free to watch the gameplay and give me feedback. I start off slow, but I get better in the end, and I get like 48 and 24. It's a really close game. Our team does lose in the end, but you know, it's enjoyable to watch. But yeah, getting into today's topic, what I wanted to talk about today is well, the topic of today's Topical Tobes is basically advice to a younger me. And basically what triggered this off was in the Q&A I did with Jack Swagasaurus. If you haven't seen that, that's on my channel. Go and check that out if you want to. But the Q&A I did with him, someone asked, what advice would you give to your subscribers, basically, or the younger ones? And it literally got me thinking, because obviously we give advice based on our past experiences. So I had to think back and remember all the things that I sort of maybe slightly regret, or regret not doing, or whatever. And there's quite a big list. So I thought I'd share some of those with you guys today. And hopefully if you are in a similar sort of situation, you can relate to that and it might help you out. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. The first thing I'm going to say is advice to a younger me is work harder. Now, I was a lazy motherfucker at school. Like, unfortunately for me, I was able to not work hard and do well in the younger years because, I don't know, my dad helped me out with learning, like, from when I was 2, 3, and I was, like, a workaholic from, like, the ages of, well, just in primary school, I was a bit of a workaholic. And then it sort of got to the stage where, because my dad had taught me what the class knew before they knew it. Wait, does that make sense? I don't know. Because my dad had taught me what we were learning before we started learning it, I was sort of relaxed about everything, and I didn't bother revising or doing any work. And that became a habit for me, unfortunately. And as it got to the later stages in my education, so my secondary school years, I kept that habit going, and I didn't break out of it. And what I found is that it worked fine for me up until after my GCSEs. My GCSEs I did quite well still. I don't think I revised for a single GCSE exam, but my results I did quite well in still. And then I got to A levels, and with A levels you find that you can't like fuck about. You need to revise. You need to put in the effort to do well. So I did my A levels without working as hard as I should have initially, and after the first year my results were awful, and like, so I had to start working hard the second year, and it was a struggle for me. I still managed to get decent A levels. Like, people would still say, "Well, those are quite good," but yeah, I could have done a hell of a lot better in both my GCSEs and my A levels, and it's kind of heartbreaking for me because I was someone that was used to doing well, and then to get to A levels and be seeing like relatively average results wasn't very good for me. So basically, if you're in a situation where you're not used to working or revising or putting in the effort, work harder, because hard work does pay off. Just, you know, just put that little bit more effort in and you'll see you'll do better or whatever. The next thing I'm going to say is I shouldn't have stopped learning the piano. I was learning the piano from a very young age once again, and I was doing well, and I kind of got bored. I was like, oh, all the other kids are playing outside. I don't want to stay in and learn piano. Piano's boring. And so I just like stopped for years. I didn't even take a single piano exam. I was just like, you know, mucking about on it. And I was doing quite well until I stopped learning. And now it's like, I see all these other people that I thought were playing outside, and they're playing instruments and doing this and doing that. And it's like, yeah, I wish I carried on doing it. And it's weird because my dad always told me so. My parents always told me, like, just do it. You won't regret it. You'll love it. It'll benefit you. And I was like, no, 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 no. And I wanted to have my own way, and they finally gave in and let me have my own way. And it turns out that they were right in the first place. So that leads me on to my third point. Your parents are most probably right. Like, usually, in most cases, majority of cases, your parents always want what's best for you. And if they're telling you something, they're telling you based off their experience, and they're most probably right. And you can tell, like, when they know that they're right about something, because they'll really push for it, because obviously they want what's best for you. And you'll know, because it won't be something that will benefit them. It won't be benefiting them in any way. Check out this drop shot hair, by the way. That's quite sick. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, whatever they're telling you to do won't be benefiting them in any way. It's just purely for you to, like, grow as a person or whatever. So yeah, take your parents' advice. They're usually right. I found out the hard way. Next thing. Go out more and enjoy school years. Now, my parents were really this is turning into a bit of a rant about my parents, isn't it? My parents were really overprotective about me initially. Obviously, I was born in Hackney, so quite a dangerous area. If you don't know where that is, then look it up if you're not from UK. But yeah, so my parents were, like, really protective. They didn't really want me going outside that much or socializing. And then when I was about 11, I moved to a predominantly white area, and my parents were a bit skeptical about racism and all that, and used to have gangs and racial attacks. So I wasn't someone who really went out much. But as I got to, like, the later stages of secondary school, I started to, you know, socialize that a little bit more. And I used to think, oh, why the hell didn't I go out before? And, like, you had such good times with the people that you're going out with. And then you look back and think, oh, if only I did this earlier, because they would have had all these memories from when they were going out and enjoying themselves, and I was probably inside. I don't even know what I was doing inside. Probably watching TV back when the internet wasn't that cool. But yeah, so go out more and basically enjoy your school years as well, because I'm in my second year of university now, and I basically really miss school. You wouldn't believe how much I miss school. Like, the fun, like, and jokes we had was just amazing. And it's completely different being at uni to being at secondary school, obviously. It's a lot more independent, so you don't get to have that I don't know, you're not in that environment where you can have fun and have a laugh with your friends as such. You have to go out for that experience. In a lecture theatre, you wouldn't be having shits and giggles as such with your with your friends. You couldn't take the piss out the cover teacher. I don't think we even get cover teachers. If there's no lecturer, you just go home. So yeah, enjoy your school years. They're, like, the best years of your life. Like, trust me, literally trust me. If you think you're having this shit time at school, just, like, I don't know, go out of your way and make it enjoyable for yourself. Talk to new people, do whatever. Yeah, talking to new people is actually my next topic, strangely. I'm someone that, I don't know, I like to socialize. If you see me on Twitter, I'd be talking to every girl, every guy, whatever, and just, like, having a laugh and making new friends. And basically, I was that same sort of person at school, but it got to a stage where, like, I've realized I wasn't doing it enough as such. If you don't, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, the time I realized that I wasn't socializing enough was, I'm running out of time. I realized I wasn't socializing enough because there was a girl at our school who passed away. She got hit by a car, and then I realized to myself, I know nothing about this girl, and I felt so bad. So I went out of my way for the rest of the year to try and socialize and, like, make friends, and for the rest of my school years even, just to talk to people that were different, that weren't in my group of friends or didn't know anyone that I knew, and, you know, just try and, you know, make them feel involved as such. So yeah, come to the end of the video. I did want to talk about something else, but I can't remember what it was. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you loved it, then favorite, like, and share it. Yeah, flare it, that's what it's called. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace.